Hey, so I did go ahead and buy those Temu shoes for they were something like $8. This is what they look like. And I'm about to put them on. I haven't actually worn these, but I'm going to put them on and just kind of walk around in them. And I'll let you know how my feet feel after I do that. My camera's about to shut off, so yeah, I just wanted you to know I'm doing a little experiment today with shoes. I got off today, Saturday, I got off work, so I'm going to put these on and let you know if they're comfortable or not. Just don't first look like the sole looks cheap. But anyway, we'll see if they're comfortable and if they're up to all the praise that they got in some of the sort of commercials and things that I saw. But I'm going to try them on now. So there is kind of an interesting story about these shoes. When I ordered them, the package came and I I was at home, but I wasn't paying attention. So maybe 30 minutes went by from the moment that they were delivered. So when I went down to get them, after I got the notification that they were delivered, like 30 minutes after they had supposedly been delivered, there was nothing there. So, yeah, those were stolen, I do believe, but it only cost me, it was, to get these shoes, it was under $10. So I already knew the quality was going to be, a little bit horrible, which, they were. I can wear them like around the house, and maybe if I'm just going somewhere, you know, I I definitely wouldn't wear these if I was going to be like going someplace where I was going to be walking all day. Anyway, to get back to my story, I just had to I contacted Temu, to let them know that I never got the shoes. I even talked to the postal carrier, and the postal carrier remembered leaving them. So either the postal carrier took the shoes or it was a neighbor, which I've never had a problem with getting my packages before. So I don't want to believe that someone in my building took them. But anyway, yeah, the shoes are they look cool. They're again they would be okay. Like I could walk to a nearby store or up to Starbucks. I would wear them for that, and then just to come back home. But if I was going like to the park to like walk and do some laps, I definitely would not wear these. I've even sort of started just kind of wearing them in the house, just here and there. But for $7, if you just need a cheap pair of shoes that look okay, these are, they're perfectly fine. They're perfectly fine. So yeah, Temu sent me out another pair, and those mysteriously those did not get stolen or taken. And this is my review of the Temu shoe.
Like that concerns me because we're so far into the experiment.
Like I want
Hey
to leave
Google,
that game.
turn on
And I
sconces.
feel
But
like
how are you going to develop feelings for me?
it's.
How
I
do
feel
you
like
think you're going to get there?
I feel like it's.
It's hard, like a train on the track. I'm dressed in resolve, there's no going back. Knuckles made of steel, my heart's in the fight. I shine cause I've tangled with the darkest of nights. Unbreakable, that's my name on the wall. Standing tall, I'll never fall. Through the fire,
Like, a real
swagger, I'm taking control. Unbreakable, that's my name on the wall. Standing tall, I'll never fall. Through the fire, no cracks on my soul. Grit and swagger, I'm taking control.
Someone who doesn't even started, like, the right man.
Tomorrow night,
Okay.
Thank you.
Wednesdays continue.
Just for the experience company, free company.
Some couples continue to deepen their connection.
Here's a cake for my father.
Thank you, thank you.
As Jeff unlocks his future with Ray.
I thought I'd just get on here and do a little handheld sort of little talk for a minute. So this video is kind of like, when I do these videos, it's like putting together puzzle pieces. The next thing you're gonna see is me making coffee, and I really had originally wanted to descale the coffee machine, clean it out, use a descaler, and I actually bought one, and so that was going to be a whole video on its own of me descaling the DeLonghi coffee machine. But I actually don't think I've used the machine that much to actually clean it out yet. So I'm going to hold off on that. I'm not going to do that. So that's why I've inserting this this puzzle piece into the video, so you know why you're seeing this little stretch of video of me making coffee. Excuse me. Today is Tuesday. I went to work. Came home. I'm editing this video right now. And I have some other things that I'm working on at work. I'm doing another bulletin board for finals week, and you will see that, or some of it, some form of it. And there's still some parts and pieces of that I need to work on, because I'm doing the lettering, I'm doing the background. I gotta make some clouds and raindrops, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. So look forward to that. But yeah, it's been a minute since I just kind of talked to you guys. If you are new to my channel, I just want to let you know a little bit about me. My name is Michael, or Michael Meggel. The MEG are my initials of my first, middle, and last name. So Meg. I like to do things that are artistic and crafty, and yeah, I'm just like to work on some things that are of interest to me. I also just like to share my life, share some of my interests, and I hope that you will come along with me on the journey. Sort of got a late start with YouTube. You know, I wish I had done this in my 20s or 30s, but I don't think YouTube was really taking off like it is now back then. But this is something that I've always wanted to do, which was have a YouTube channel. So, whether I have gains or get monetized or any of those words that you hear with YouTubers, whether that happens or not, I'm going to keep doing this, as long as it continues to fulfill something in me that I like to do. I'm at an age in my life where a lot of the hang-ups that I may have had about myself and like putting myself out there, those things they just kind of go to the wayside as you get older, and you just kind of start wanting to live your life. So this is me living my life and sharing it. And so I thank you for coming along on the journey. And now, please have a cup of coffee with me if you're watching this in the morning, or if you're watching this in the evening. Have a beverage with me because I'm about to make some coffee.
Definitely put on deodorant though.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah? I don't know. I don't have any visuals for it.
Ooh, that's a really good one too.
Put on deodorant.
Did that I'm articulate to get my point across, even though I haven't got the names right. Well, that one is hard. Okay. But I had a lot of stories to tell, but it's worked out, and so 9 times out of 10 it works out for me, and that's why I said
That is such a good thing to say, Stephen, and I just want to say something quickly about that. Remember the difference between setting an intention or like saying, this is going to be the one. I want this one to be the one. Or it's going to be this, or it's going to be that. Try not to be, when it comes to setting this intention, be just like have a good time and be yourself. And in the same vein, and you're not in, then they can
to
be
your point, there's an artist, Vincent. We talk about Vincent. Love Vincent. One of the things that really resonated, not all of them resonated with me out of the 10, but this one did. And he wrote, just keep it light, keep it bright, and tap into what's funny or light about life. And don't talk about politics. And I say keep it light too. I often do a little rehearsal in my head about who I'm going to hang out with, adore. Sometimes there's 3 things that I think about before I see her that, I want to remember to talk to her about this, this, and this. That's just my little checklist, the fun thing. Whether I get to them or not, day 2.
You know what you just reminded me of? First of all, if you want to run down them, we can say yes or no quickly. But when I was single in person, and we even people, I think.
It's also called like a really good communication tactic too. That should be normal, but it's not. Have you ever been with people that they don't introduce you to their friends, and you're like,
With you. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say, just about what you were saying earlier, Steve, was if you get nervous, if you get anxious, if you're all in your head about it, if your palms are sweating, it's only because I care, I feel this way. It usually lowers the temper a little bit, so you can just be you. You got this.
And can I say 2 things based on that? You can do a tool that you can use to take deep breaths that will help subside that on an inner view.
It'd be funny, like you said, because this got a point, because
It's self-deprecating. Because black to me is uniform, and I like to go into the world with it's my armor. I feel like is my Wonder Woman like bounce off bracelets.
Yeah.
Black is.
Yeah.
When I'm going on a date, I feel like, no, I need to be open. A masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time. And that's really powerful, I think, to just give yourself some grace. If you're willing to put yourself out there to meet somebody new, take the time to go on a coffee date, all those things you listed, give yourself some Seymour Braxton, where she was on a podcast recently and she got into a whole argument because she used the word. Did you know? She used.
I think I heard about this.
And she said not all. She learned the hard way that not all gay men want to be called girl or bitch. And she was on a podcast that it was actually called Fag Talk, PHAG.
Matthias Madison, the writer.
And she got into it. Gay men want to be called girl or bitch. I'm just learning this. I talked to.
I shine 'cause I've tangled with the darkest of nights. Unbreakable, that's my name on the wall. Standing tall, I'll never fall. Through the fire I rise, no cracks on my soul. Grit and swagger, I'm taking control. Unbreakable, that's my name. swagger, I'm taking control. I walk on the edge where the brave call.
Depending on the circumstances. Like, I can be.
Near broken stone. Sax roll smooth, but the drums don't lie. I'm a storm in the groove. Gotta fight to get by. Unbreakable, that's my name on the wall. Standing tall, I'll never fall. Through the fire I rise, no cracks on my soul. Grit and swagger, I'm taking control. Screaming a sax, you got what it takes. While the rhythm weaves dreams only fighters can make. Every setback's a ladder, every stumble is fuel. Casting off doubt, you won't play me fool. Let the horns blaze loud and the drums attack. I'm a warrior's vow, no looking back. Swagger in my veins, confidence on display. I'm the blueprint of strength, come what may. Unbreakable, that's my name on the wall. Standing tall, I'll never fall. Through the fire I rise, no cracks on my soul. Grit and swagger, I'm taking control. Grit and swagger, I'm taking control. Grit and swagger, I'm taking control.
A big part of this, and this is what is happening